Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and I really hope that you'll enjoy the video. Today I'm working on Margarete Miller weekly challenge, and I am on week 24. So I gotta tell you the truth, these prompts are not my favorite. Some weeks, I'm just like, oh, this is a breeze. This week I've been struggling trying to gather up stuff, but we're going to do it. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know if it's going to look good, but it'll be done, right? And maybe I'll give you an idea or two along the way. I don't know. So this week we need something that glows in the dark or appears to. I'm glad appears to is there because I don't know what I would have that glowed in the dark. A soft texture, a page with a water stain or smudge, an image of a vintage sign or poster, a teacup or a coffee mug, and I forgot to, there was something on here I forgot to do, the water stain. I have it, I just forgot to do something on it. We'll do it. And the bonus is lace, real, paper, or otherwise. So we will start by putting our papers on, which our paper is going to be our soft thing. So I went to my collection of this velvety paper, and that's what we're going to use. This one seems to have stuff on it. This, I got a whole bunch of this at the thrift store, so I think this is the second time I've used it as a whole page, and I've probably still got 20 sheets of that gray color alone, let alone the other colors, so it'd be fine to use it. I used to use it just in little bitty things because I would get, I don't know, they were about 3 inches by 12 packages of it when I would go to CKC every year. So I was real careful with that. And I used it in my paper piecing a lot, but it's been a year since I've even made a paper piecing. I don't know why, I just do not want to scrapbook. Well, I take that back. I want to, because I love, making the pages for my grandkids. But it's like I have a blank. So, I haven't been doing it. Well, obviously it is not straight. So it's not going to be able to be right at the edge because it is not cut straight. At all. Okay. Grab a little sip of my water. I think after this weekend I'll have a calm down for a week, and then I got grandkids back again. So hopefully next week I can do some catching up. And I've still got 2 projects that I have in my mind that I want. Well, I've got 3. For months now I've been saving like some trash things that I want to make some stuff with. It started with, I was at a friend's house and she was going to throw away this wrapper to something she'd gotten from Temu. I said, give that to me. I know what I can do with that. And I made one while I was out there and I loved it. So I brought home the other 2 wrappers. And then I've been adding to it. And some of them aren't, real, like some of them are just clothes tags, but still. I'd like to do that, kind of a trash treasure type thing, I don't know if it's treasure, but you know what I mean. And then I've got ATC thing in mind. And then I gotta start my granddaughter's journal. Her Little House on the Prairie journal. So, I don't think that's gonna work. But I can't keep up with stuff right now. I'm gonna let that dry for a minute and I'll cut this one. And I will keep those because these would be great on the inside of ears and stuff when if I ever scrapbook again, I will. I go through phases. Part of the problem is I just don't have room in here. And using my, well, I should have thought about this better. Using my silhouette is not easy. And I think that's my biggest issue because I have to get it out. That lace is to cover up my boo-boo of last week. Doing it upside down. You're not surprised, are you? Okay. This one has to be this way. Just on FaceTime with my 4-year-old granddaughter. She's like, Grandma, I miss you. And her mom said, we're going to Grandma's tomorrow. She was so excited. Okay, so we got that done. Now, let's start with this because some of it's got to dry. And I've been trying to figure out, I think I'm just going to use my paint markers. And I just got these in the mail. They mail them with the label on them. I peeled the label off so my address wasn't ever going to show. But I just think that's ridiculous that they do that. What color is that? Let's see here. Yep, that's what I want. Okay, so I have, let me grab it, I guess I'm going to put that right there. I have 3 of these. Now I just, if you watched my Bible journaling, then you know I used that one and did something very similar, except I won't put the gold up there again. So I just need to paint enough that it's going to go in there. So let's I'm not getting the best coverage. Sorry, my wrist is hurting, so I'm holding it funny, but my wrist is hurting. So it was hurting holding it the other way. This paper is pilling up. You know how it does, like if you've been on it, if you colored on it too much, it's peeling up. Like I've done that and I just started. Now, let's put some of this over it. Let's see. Oops, that's the wrong side. I don't want it completely covering, I just want a little bit of it. There we go. Okay. And I will probably put this in something else at some point, but I gotta find what that is. I don't know. So for now, they're just working in there. But it's a pain to open and shut, and some of them are hard to get out. Okay, so we're gonna glue this onto here. Wonder if I should do my, yeah, no, I won't. Sorry, thinking out loud. Where? There it fell. Okay. So we're going to glue these on here. Excuse me. I think. Okay, there it's coming. And you just have to put a really thin bit of glue. You can't put very much. And I'm now thinking, I hope it will stick to that marker. I think while I'm gluing one, I will set that on there. That's what it's for. I didn't need to color near as much as I did. Oh well. It's okay. This is the back side. I need to, sometimes if I get it too thick, I will just kind of spread it out with the tip. But then you gotta clean your tip because it gets gross. But that keeps it from coming out the side and ruining your project, so, you know. Okay, so then, I'll set that on there while I do this. Give that other one a chance to. Okay, then I want to take this, which is glitter. Actually, I want the other one. I'm going to try not to get in your space. I want that one. I didn't really care for how the gold looked. I didn't. It's not so bad on the light bulbs, but I hated it up here. But it's still not quite what I'm thinking. So I need a paintbrush. And I think I will use this one. And I need something to put my paint in, don't I? I bet I have something. Well, look, it's still got gold paint in it. Ooh, that's plenty, I think. I don't know. It took me more with the other one than I thought it would, so. This is not a good paintbrush for this. This is not good. I'll have to wash that right away. I don't know why I'm looking there. All those are my favorites. Let me turn around. Let's try this one. That one was one of those that doesn't even bend. Got a nap. And then I'm going to wipe it off with black. Okay. Because I got very sloppy, and I'm already getting sloppy with this one. Yeah, I have way more paint than I needed. It's looking white now, but it won't. When it dries, it won't be white. Okay, now I'm going to get a baby wipe. Grab the package, it's underneath my desk, and I'm going to wrap those pages in it until we're through here. And I've got another one here that I want to add to it because I left it on my desk and forgot about it. And I just found it. So, okay, so we're going to let these dry. And the paint that I used is Extreme Glitter, and this one is Hologram. Okay, so I don't need that anymore. And, oh, now I know what we need to do. I forgot. I was like, what am I doing now? We are going to stamp a teacup. And I need to blow my nose real quick. Just a moment. I hope that wasn't too noisy, but I hate sniffing. Alright. Whoa. I thought that all had to be in there. I'm glad it doesn't. Just that does. Okay, that's good. Let's do this one. Okay. Wait, I might want to turn it the right way, huh? Now, where is my ink that I want? Here we go. And does that look very good? I'm gonna have to. It's kind of losing its shape when I'm picking it up, trying to do it. But part of the handle was off. Now I'm gonna try to decide like where. Kind of like there. Where do I want this? Which flower? Or do I just want like that? That little rosebud. Ooh, I like the little rosebud. Okay, that's where I'm going to. Or whatever flower bud. It's not a rose. I always think my china has a little rosebud on it, and so I was thinking that when I was saying it. That is not very dark. Well, let's cut it out and then I'll trace over it. I must need to re-ink that. So what are you up to today? I've just been catching up on laundry. And been in here and I slept in. I have been so worn out. I don't know why. The last, I don't know, month or two, I have just been exhausted. By the time evening comes, I can barely keep my eyes open. I was tired. Yesterday we had to go out of town. My husband had a doctor's appointment. He's probably going to be getting something called a Watchman's device. His cardiologist wants him to get it. But when we went up yesterday to talk to the lady that, you know, does it, she doesn't put it in, but she does all the, like, you go see her, talk to her, and she makes sure everything's good. And he scored half a point underneath where you're supposed to be to qualify. But she's having him get an echo and to see he's got 2 cardiologists. It's weird how that group does it, but anyway, to see his cardiologist that manages his medicine and stuff, not the one that does his surgeries. And then he'll read the echo and then decide where he's at on it. So anyway, we were out of town all day. We got home like 7:30 last night. I had some shopping to do. We hadn't been out of town for quite a while. And I had groceries. I needed to get groceries because, you know, our daughter and her family are coming tomorrow, so I needed some groceries. And I can't just have anything because her husband and 3 of her kids now are dairy free. So he's got something type is called EOE. That's like the abbreviation of it. And 3 of their kids get very sick if they have dairy, so I have to be careful. Okay, now I may stamp one of these birds, but I don't know yet. And now I need to cut this out. I think I'll just use my trimmer. And I just made this on Copilot or whatever. I don't know what I don't know. It's on my computer. Because I couldn't find anything. I found some old signs in one of my sticker books, but they were only, you know, like 2 by 1 inch. And that just wasn't going to be big enough because everything's so tiny that I'm using. I needed something bigger. So it says Mary's Diner, and I have no idea what. I have no idea, but I figure it's no big deal. Whatever that is. I put in parentheses Mary's Diner, and it came up with all of that. Okay, now, this is going to be our paper with stained. This must have been, this says Page on it. I was looking, it must have been her, her thing for when she was working, and she donated it to whatever thrift store I bought it from. And I thought what I would do, where's my pen? I thought I would write on here, like, let's say this person is going to get a hamburger with ketchup, mustard, pickle, fries, and a Pepsi. We'll make that a large Pepsi. And then, let's see, today is 6/11/25. And we'll say that it is table C3. Okay, that'll work. Now, we're going to use my ink here. I'm going to Distress ink. And I can do that too. That'll help. That'll help it a lot. gonna look like somebody found this out in a parking lot. And I keep going around it because I don't want it to be real even. And so I'm not, you know, doing like I usually do, because I just want this to be lighter and darker in some places. Okay. I need another drink. Now, it said water stain. So, we're going to water stain it. I think that's what it said. I hope that's what it said. Page with water stain or smudge. Well, if I could get some water. There. That's probably okay. As I put more on here. Okay. Now, we'll set this aside and let it dry, and I'm going to wipe that up. Woo! Oh! Well, I'm getting crazy. Okay, so let's bring our paper back in. Oh, actually, I'm probably not ready for that. I need to cut these out, don't I? I think they're, yeah, they're dry. Okay, I'm having trouble cutting this thick paper. Maybe I should use my other scissors. These have glue on them. I don't know, I'm having trouble here. This is when I wish I had my computer fixed and I could edit this. But I don't. Do you guys watch TikTok? And if you do, are you following the story of Tiki the dog? I have been since the beginning of our videos on him. I was watching today an update on him. But he's been adopted now. And he's trying to get used to his new place. It just breaks my heart. I know he'll be fine. He'll you know, get used to his new family, but it's heartbreaking. And I can see why the foster care mom, you know, said she had to give him a different home. Because she had to help other dogs, and she's very good at what she does, so. But it's still just heartbreaking. But I am so glad his new family is also TikToking. Sorry, this is taking me a while. It's kind of hard to cut this watercolor paper. My hands are very angry today too. They're hurting like we're supposed to have a big storm and we're not. So that makes a difference in my cutting. Almost there, guys, almost. Maybe you fast forwarded through it. I hope you did. Alright, there we go. And I think I'm going to run black along the edge because it's not perfect there by any means. That's my black. Okay. That'll help cover that yellow paper up. Because I did not do a... What's wrong? I can't decide if that was my dog or my cat. I think... I don't know which animal that was. I've never quite heard that sound out of either of them. I can't see whichever one it was, so I don't know. It's a very sad sound. Okay. So we will string these at the top or somewhere. I'm not sure how I'm going to string them yet, man. I got paper all over this. Now I want this on here too. Let's ink around the edge of this. And we have our cup somewhere here. There it is. I'm going to put it over here so it's not right underneath that. We have our receipt, but I think what I will do is take this one out and we'll use this one for now while we figure out where it's going to go, because the other one's not quite dry. Maybe, you know what, if I do it like that, we're not going to see anything I wrote on there, are we? Oh well. Let's see. Oh, I can't. It's wet. Duh. Okay, so we're going to put, maybe we'll put this here. Let's do it this way. Duh, Gina. Duh. Okay. And we'll put this down here on there, like it's a little decoration or something. And then we'll put these, maybe I want these to just go like that. I kind of think I do. Okay, so we can work on those. And I am not doing this the same way I did it last time, that's for sure. I did it the craziest way possible, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue down here. That is way too close to the edge. There we go. And if it gets on this paper, it's there. There is no amount of wiping off that will work. And that one's sticking up because I didn't glue it. I'm leaving so I can get the string under here. I'm even using the same string that I used for the other one. There's a fuzzy on my paper. Every little thing leaves a mark on here. Okay, now let's get some string. I'm going to do it different this time. I'm going to tie a knot in it. And then we'll go from there to there to there. So I can cut it. I've got to give myself some knots, so space to make a knot. And what is that sticking out of there? I want my knot to be about right here, I think. I hope that's right. Nope, that's a little long. Okay, I'll do this one after. And let's put some glue now. And put that one where we want it. I want it to go right across that little spot right there. Okay. And then we'll get some glue on this one. And I want that to go there. Okay, I'm sorry if that's blocking. And then over here, I want it to go right there. Just like that. Okay, now I'll pick up some of these scraps here. They're getting on my nerves. I keep poking my arm with it. Okay, now let's just dry it. I think it's dry enough. I want this about, oh shoot. There, okay. There we go, okay. Alright, now we'll get some glue on this. I feel like it needs more brown on it, but maybe not. Now, I can't let this touch until I have it right where I want it, or it'll leave a lovely, lovely mark. Okay. I keep knocking my phone over. Alright, now that's where I want it, and I got it underneath that light, so I'm just gonna do it this way. I'll probably have to glue. I didn't get all the way up to the top. I'll have to come from the top and do it, but that's okay. That will be fine. I don't know what's wrong with my cat. She's acting weird. Okay. Now let me tie another knot in this so that it's where I want it to be. Yep, that's where I want it, right there. So we'll cut this off right there. Cut that off. Alright. Then, oh, the coffee mug. We gotta get that on there. I think I'm gonna, where'd my tweezers go? I don't know where I put them. Okay, well, I'm not gonna use my tweezers. This is gonna go, do I want it? You know what? It needs to go, oh, where's my thing? It doesn't look right on top, I don't think, so we're gonna put it underneath. There we go. Okay, now, do I have everything? glow in the dark, soft texture, page with water stain or smudge, vintage sign, teacup. Oh, I don't have the lace on. Okay, where is the lace gonna go? I don't know. I'd like it to go right there, but then that covers that up. I don't really think it looks good there. Oh, what am I gonna do with the lace? Do I have another one that I could use? Let me look. Oh, my book's falling. I'm sorry, I'm looking in my lace here. This one's a little bit smaller. What if I put just a little bit of lace? I've got that little bitty one. I just used this one. It's not little enough. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, here. This'll probably work. What about this one? Right along the top of the cup. Does that look okay? Or right along this? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put it right there. I think I'm gonna use this. I just have a feeling I should. I think it goes this way. This stuff is elasticy. I wonder what it was for. I wonder if they used it on underwear or something back, because it's old. Oops, I about stuck that in the paint. Okay, now, something I want to do that you won't be able to see the outcome of, because I doubt that any of us are going to stay here that long. Where did it go? I stuck it in my... It slipped down when I got my water bottle out. Okay, this is it dries clear. It's Nouveau drops, and it'll give this a shine. Like, so where can I try it out? Okay, it's working fine, and I'm going to put it on my light bulbs. And you don't want to go very thick with this one, with the Nouveau drops. It works a lot like, what are they called, crystal effects. But if you go really thick, it'll look terrible. Just take it from somebody who knows. Especially when you're covering big spaces like this. You know, like this little space, it's fine. Sure you got it all covered, because when it shows it will, or when it dries it will really show. And I need to, you know what, I'm going to just kind of purposely put it like it's a thing between the two, because I got it on there and I couldn't get it wiped off without it showing. There's always a way to fix a boo-boo, usually. There's always usually. I do like the clear glitter on these better than that gold. I had just gotten the gold the day before I used it on that, and I was dying to try it, so. Okay. And I think that is everything. Let's go back to it. The other side, I'm just going to glue this down, and I know you don't want to sit here while I do that. Okay, glow in the dark, soft texture, water stain, vintage sign, teacup, and lace. So here we go. I don't know if you can see. Here you kind of can when I do that, the light bulbs. All right, thank you for joining me. You have a blessed day. I'll see you soon. Bye.